What is your personal approach to this July 1st?
Well, I think this year for Canada Day, there's a definite shift in tone. Usually a great reason to celebrate and, revel in the fact that we live in such an amazing country, and this is still an amazing country. But I think in light of the news surrounding residential schools and our treatment of Indigenous people, I think the mood is a little bit more somber, and I think it's really a time for people to still be proud to be Canadian, but recognize that we have made some mistakes, some significant mistakes, and so it's to pause and reflect in terms of how we each individually can make a difference in our country moving forward. Perhaps our history is not as proud as we maybe want to believe it is, but that we have an opportunity now to set this country on a really great course in terms of reconciliation, in terms of inclusion and diversity. And so I would really ask everybody before they head out to celebrate, because I know some people would still like to do that, is to just pause, reflect, and think about what they can do to make this country better, and also to reflect on the lives lost, because you know what, it's very tragic that we have heard about in the news these discoveries that our Indigenous friends and partners have been telling us long ago existed. And so I think it's just an opportunity to learn, to reflect, and to think about how we each play a role.
So, you won't be displaying any Canada flags this year?
My intention for Canada Day is to wear an orange shirt in recognition of the children who have lost their lives in residential schools, and to recognize the Indigenous Lives Matters movement in our country. While at the same time, though, recognizing that I'm glad I live in Canada, but there are some things that I'm certainly not proud of our history. But I think it's really about how do we now move together forward and make this country the place that we all in our minds think it is, but maybe on paper now we're realizing wasn't.
Thinking ahead a year from now, do you think it might be okay again to, do the face painting Canada flag on the forehead and go nuts?
Yeah, hard to predict the future. I think we'll have to wait and see. But this is an important year for our country moving forward. Now that a lot of this is top of mind for people, my hope is that we don't just sweep it under the rug with the next news cycle and carry on like nothing ever happened. So let's see how this next year goes. I know that City Council is taking steps towards implementing the Truth and Reconciliation recommendations as they pertain to local government. And so we'll have to see where we are in a year from now. But my hope is that we would, be able to advance reconciliation in this country in the next year, and we'll have to just wait and see.
Maybe there could be something to celebrate along those lines a year from now.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope that we have taken some dramatic and significant steps towards reconciliation that are absolutely worth celebrating, and I hope that's the case.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Ken.